Hey everyone, my name's Noah, and when I was 18, I took a gap year off of college to travel across the country in a van. It ended up costing me less than $37 a day, so here's how I did it. To make it easy for everyone to apply in their own situation, I'll apply each cost to a monthly cost and a daily cost. Additionally, an important thing to know is I did this with my best friend Katie, so most of these costs are divided between the both of us. For this video, I'll only be talking about my costs, so if you were to do this alone, plan on multiplying a few of these costs by 2. First, we'll start with gas. I traveled in a 2010 Ford Transit Connect that got an average of 25 miles to the gallon, so this gas cost may be lower than someone traveling in a larger van. It cost me $358 per month in gas, which, to remind you, is the cost split between 2 people, so this would be double if you were traveling alone. The daily cost equates to $11.78. This was the largest cost, accounting for 32% of the total cost. Additionally, this is the cost to go about 7,000 miles a month. The gas cost could be less if you were to travel slower, or higher if you were to travel faster. I think I traveled pretty quickly, as I was averaging about 233 miles per day. This is also with an average gas price of $2.50 a gallon, so gas costs could be more or less depending on gas prices as well. The next cost is food. While I was on the road, I probably ate at restaurants half the time and cooked the other half the time, but obviously restaurants were a bigger expense, about double that of groceries. It cost me an average of $187 a month for restaurants, or $6.15 a day. Meanwhile, for groceries, it was $115 a month, or $3.77 a day. Combined, total food expense was $302 per month, or $9.92 a day. Food overall was about 27% of total costs. This is obviously one expense that will be the same whether you're traveling alone or with another person. The third largest cost is entertainment. Most of the time, I hiked in parks or just walked around cities, but I also did quite a lot that cost money. For example, I flew a plane over Los Angeles, I went to a few different concerts, I rode a donkey into a Mexican village, I took a ferry over to Channel Islands, and I rented a moped in Florida, just to name a few things. This averaged $176 a month, or $5.80 a day. This is another thing that you would have to pay per person anyway, so the cost would be the same whether you were traveling alone or with someone else. The next cost is campsites. Most of the time, I would find a place to camp for free. Walmart parking lots and free national land are 2 of the best places that I found, but once in a while I would still pay for a campsite. This cost was $60 a month for me, which again would be double if you were traveling alone. The average daily cost was $2. The next cost is hotels. Once in a while, it would be nice to have a break from the van, especially for how small the van is. I didn't get a hotel often, but the average cost per month for me was $55, which equates to an average cost of $1.80 a day. The next cost is car insurance for the van. This cost for me was $45 a month, or $1.50 a day, but obviously can vary greatly depending on what kind of car insurance rates you can get. The next few categories are pretty small, so I'll run through them pretty quickly. I had a monthly cost of $39 for gifts and souvenirs, which were like any stickers for the van or postcards to send home. This was $1.29 a day average cost. The next is van service, which was oil changes and a few other minor things. This was $32 a month, or $1.05 a day. The next is parking, which was mainly whenever I was in a city. This was $26 a month, or 86 cents a day. The next is laundry, which was $15 a month, or 50 cents a day. And finally, showers, which are sometimes free, especially at campgrounds, but there are still times when you have to pay. This was $12 a month, or 40 cents a day. In total, my cost to live out of a van was $1,109 a month, or $36.90 a day. This doesn't include any of the cost of the van itself or the van renovation. I paid for that in whole, so it doesn't include any monthly payments that someone may have for that. It also doesn't cover health insurance or cell phone bills, since I was fortunate enough to be covered under my parents' plan for those. As for the cost of the van, I have a separate video that goes over exactly how much that cost. This chart shows exactly how much of the total percentage each category is. I obviously went over all of the costs individually, but I think it helps to visually see exactly what is taking up most of your money. Overall, I think this goes to show that van life isn't that unobtainable, and is actually quite affordable. If you're looking to start doing some traveling, I highly encourage you to make it happen. If anyone has any questions, feel free to leave a comment, and if you're interested in more videos like this, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.